Oh, yes, my gosh, I nearly forgot. I mean, this is half an hour. This is really long this week, people. Don't forget to make a donation. My throat is dry out. It's late out here, and I'm up here working for my community. Like, retweet, share, and donate at DeniseHeadley.com. I got one more story for you, and this one was ridiculous. And I know this week I've got 3 contenders for Sycophant of the Week this week. There's just so many of them. I think I'm going to do a poll this week for who was the most sycophantic of the week of the contenders. I now have another one, and it's Katie Nicholl from Vanity Fair. Katie, darling, do come in. You are a contender for Sycophant of the Week. And that picture with that little pert says everything about your writing style, darling. Sit down, darling. You're a contender for Sycophant of the Week. So Katie Nicholl of Vanity Fair writes an article which suggests that the Duke, Prince Harry, has to pass, as she says, a trust test to mend his relationship with King Charles, says a source. So we know what this article is. This is a briefing article against the Sussexes. And the 3 contenders for briefing are the side salad chamois lever. Yeah, we know who that is. The King Bitter or the green-eyed king in waiting. It's one of those 3. Although King Charles and Prince Harry recently met, she writes, for the first time in more than 18 months, Harry isn't being welcomed back into the royal fold just yet. Like she knows something. She should know to change that profile picture. It doesn't do nothing for you, trust me. She writes, it's not just Prince Andrew who won't be celebrating Christmas with the royals at Sandringham this year. Like I told you, the diseased limb is being cut off. Sorry, Harry's not been in the country for 5 years. He's spent the last, 5 or 6 years with Christmas with his wife and children. So this is a non-story. This is like a perennial life sore. It just keeps coming back every winter, and it is oozing a smelling and foul liquid. Despite Harry's recent face-to-face meeting with the king, it's not the case that Harry is going to be welcomed back with open arms, and certainly not in time for Christmas, according to the article. A friend of the royal family told Vanity Fair. So once again, we have an unnamed source briefing a bugle mouthpiece on their behalf in the form of Katie Nicholl from Vanity Fair, so that they can say what they want to say and try and give, once again, it's like a continual cultural psyop on the public. We have to keep feeding them this story, feeding them the narrative. And the narrative is that, Harry's not to be trusted and he can't come back into the royal family and he's the person to blame for all of the problems, when in fact, if you look at it, it's completely the other way round. But of course, Katie Nicholl wants all of us to have had some kind of, frontal lobe surgery and our critical thinking mechanisms be removed. And that's why she's writing this tripe. So let's get back to the unnamed source. As far as the king is concerned with the unnamed source, the door has always been left open for Harry, but Harry has to pass the trust test. I thought they had to pass, I thought they being the firm, they had to pass the security test, the one where they didn't withdraw the security and put his whole family's life at risk. That one. Is that the trust test that you're talking about? If he does, I think there could be another meeting in the new year. Oh, so nice. Although King Charles has been willing to meet with Harry, Prince William has no intention of speaking to his brother, the source said. So once again, we have an unnamed individual speaking on behalf of the family and putting in the messages out there that, the green-eyed king in waiting doesn't want to speak to his brother. With things being so dire between William and Harry, I'm not sure Harry would even want to be at Sandringham for Christmas. Has it ever crossed his mind? According the source added. Has it ever crossed Harry's mind to come back at Christmas? He comes back for his legal cases. He comes back for his charitable work. The other day he was at Wellchild, but he's not coming back for other stuff, because he's got another life where he's happy. He's feeling fulfilled, and why I don't know why these commentators and cannot get it into their heads that he's left it and it doesn't have the appeal. She continues. I do this stuff, darling, so you guys don't have to. I do it out of service. She continues to peddle the narrative that William was wounded and he's the wounded party because of the way in which they stepped down, according to her, from being working royals, and that the relationship has subsequently deteriorated following their bombshell interview with Oprah. According to this article, it says that palace courtiers have been trying to sabotage meetings between Harry and his father. And she says Harry is desperate to repair the rift, like Katie Nicholl knows something. She doesn't know anything, aside from just repeating foolishness that she's told to write. In the end of the article, she says she reached out to the couple. Vanity Fair reached out to the couple for a comment about whether they were going to there for Christmas, but they haven't had a response. Sometimes that's just how you have to deal with people. Don't even use your breath. Keep it to cool your porridge in the morning. And on that note, this is going to be a really long Royal Corner. I'm calling it good night. I hope you enjoyed the Royal Corner this week. Don't forget to leave a donation, my dears. Don't forget to like, share and comment, and also subscribe by hitting the notification button. But most important, come back next week. Why? Because I'm going to be here. Nighty night, darlings. Right. Cut, darling, cut.